Can y'all hear my music? Can y'all hear my music? Y'all hear it? It sounds better, right? Can you hear it? Where all my happy people at? Get up. Get up. What's up, you guys? We're going to wait for some more people to get in here before we get started. What's up, Lisa? Can y'all hear the music? What's up, lady? What's up, Dolores? Hi. I'm just trying to see if y'all can hear that music. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Okay, Mystique says she can hear it. I think the music sounds better. I don't know. My audio wasn't sounding like it should have sounded, but now I'm good. So we got to turn it up on open up the show. Yeah. Check. Give me 1 second, you guys. Stone Packs and Music and Life, and I'm back. Hold on, let me stop that. I got to stop that now. All right, take that out for now. What's up, you guys? How you doing today? All my usual suspects are here today, and I appreciate you guys. Fun filled today, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk black news, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk black today. Actually, we're going to talk black every day as much as we can until we can pull some of this biased opinions out of this world, y'all. Let me see. Did that audio sound better than when I usually play it, or did it sound about the same, or did it sound better? Because I'm actually playing it directly from StreamYard versus playing it from the mixer. Share this live, you guys, before we get in. Go in. Let me get some shots out to my early folks that's always hanging out with me. Of course, we got my moderators. We got CC. We got Mystique in here. Who else do we have in here? Tessie's in here. What's up, Tessie? Sonia, Son's in here. Dolores. Thank you, Dolores. I appreciate that. Dolores said, and we appreciate you with all the great topics. We learn a lot. Thank you. I appreciate you, Dolores. Shazamay, welcome. UK in the house. Music is on point. Sounds good. Okay, thank you, Shazamay. I needed to know that because I wanted it to sound full. I wanted you guys to feel the body of the music. You feel me? Let's see. Mama Sean says it sounds good. Letha Robinson Smith. She said you can hear it. And who is that? Oh, that's me. That is myself. Letha, that's something, that's one of my singles, but also I have albums and stuff. We'll talk about that before the show is over with, if you're with us still. And I'll tell you how you can get it right to your home, delivered to your door. Lisa Coffey, she said, I funk in this song. We're George Clinton fans. Okay, you like the funk, Lisa? Okay, then my live shows you'll love. Me and my band, we put on a heck of a show. So you'll love to see me live. Let's see who else is on here. I haven't said hello to, and then we're going to get into it. Get started. Bridget, what's up, Bridget? Nice to see you. I don't know if I said Bridget, but I'm going to say it again. Leanne's here. What's up, Leanne? All right, cool. Let's get into it, you guys. Listen, I think it's interesting, and maybe I could play a little bit of music in the background real low. Let me see, because I don't want it to be too loud. I'll play it just a little bit while I'm talking. How about that? One of my songs. We could play it on loop. Okay. Just a little bit of music for atmosphere, you guys. Just a little bit of music for atmosphere. All right. Okay, so check this out, you guys. Here's what I think is interesting. You always have different celebrities that you see. You see the usual celebrities and what they're going through and all the bullshit that comes with the celebrity life. But what I find strange is when you have a celebrity who has created such an atmosphere, and not just social media, but the world. And then it's hard for me not to wonder. Notice I said wonder. Share this live, you guys. I know some people will be getting a notification a little bit late, and that happens. But it's hard for me not to believe that certain things people do not cause a certain level of karma. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing is the question. I mean, I don't necessarily think it is a good thing. It just depends. I just think people should be careful when they're doing certain things in their lives and they're creating this atmosphere of karma that they might not think they're creating, because there is good karma and there is bad karma. Hold on. So we have Wendy Williams, somebody that everybody on this live knows. Everybody knows about, have talked about, have watched her show over and over again. And, I like Wendy Williams' show. I like a lot of the things that she would do, but then there's a lot of stuff I did not like. But in general, as a person, and her being a Black woman that went from not having anything to having incredible opportunities and stride to create an opportunity to get to that next level, I respect that about her. But I've always wondered to myself how Wendy Williams used to feel when she would go to bed at night. If she felt complete because of all the work that she had done and all the things she had created with her atmosphere, did it cause so much drama to where there were nights she possibly couldn't sleep? Because was she doing anything really productive? Because to me, a lot of the stories were rather ratchet sometimes about celebrities, and sometimes some of the stories seem to be made up. Now, this is my analogy. Everybody has their own analogy. I have a point in this as we continue to go. I always felt sad for, hey, Trina, hi. I always felt sorry, welcome to the live, Trina, for Wendy Williams. Because as a person who did enjoy certain aspects of her show, I would sit back and I would say, this lady has to be unhappy. I said that for years before she was not on her show, before she had the little spazzing out on the show. I said to myself, she has to be a unhappy person. She has to be. She just has to be. I saw it in her eyes. I saw it in the body language. It really doesn't take that much to find out if a person's happy or not. All you got to do is pay attention. My mother used to say, son, sometimes if you want to know something, just shut up and listen. That's what she used to say to me. What's up, Laverne? She used to say, shut up and listen. Everything you need to know is right in front of you. If you listen, son. She would say that. If you listen, son, it's right here. It's right there in front of you, son. When I was younger, I used to think, oh, yeah, man, my mom's just tripping, man. I don't know. She's tripping. She's tripping. I know, Gemini. But when I was younger, I was like, man, she tripped. When she would say stuff, I'd go in the other room, close the door, and be talking to the door. Like, she don't know what she talking about. She don't think she know everything. We all used to do that, right? But as I got older, I realized all those things that she told me, I applied. She said, son, if you listen and pay attention, everything you need to know in life is right there for you. So I paid attention to Wendy Williams through the years, right? Gemini said, Dolores said, my mom, grandma would say this. Yeah, they knew. They knew. Lisa said that was a woman of much season. Yes, my mom was an incredible woman, you guys. Now, I was raised by my aunt, but I love my mom like brand new pair of tennis shoes. I guess that love is more spiritual than you would know, right? So I sit back and watched her. What's up, Brother Timothy? King Payne's in the house. What's up, King Payne? And listen, we're going to be working on getting King Payne's new single out, y'all. So I want y'all to make sure y'all let him know that he needs to make sure that this music drops. Every time y'all see him, go in the comment section and say, drop the music, King Payne. That's where we're at. We had a great conversation last night. So we're going to make sure that music heals the world, because he has some great music, man. Incredible vocalist. And that's the subject we're going to get into, about all the great content creators that are truly talented that nobody even knows about. We're going to do a show about that. And hopefully I can get King Payne up here so we can talk crap about talent and music and how we need to use that. So I watched Wendy Williams, right? I watched her. And I used to sit in front of the TV, and there were times that I would cry, and I didn't even know why I was crying. There you go. Drop. I got kicked out. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what this is doing. I guess StreamYard has its own little personality. Anyway, let's get back into it. So I would cry sometimes with Wendy Williams, right? My friend used to laugh at me. She used to say, what are you crying about? And I said, man, I can feel this woman's pain. I'm an empath. We're all empaths. Don't be fooled. Everybody has it. Some just don't tap into it. And I said, man, I can feel this woman's pain. She's going through a lot of shit. Now, that had to be a good 5 years before things started to go upside down for her. You see, sometimes you can have an incredible front. What do I mean by that? Everything can look great, you guys, but behind closed doors, you're unhappy, you're miserable. Money does not buy happiness. We all know that. We all know that. Money does not buy, nor does it generate happiness. It doesn't. It never has, and it never will. That happiness comes from within. You understand what I'm saying? This lady went from a radio show, from a dream, not having anything, from a radio show to creating a show to becoming one of the biggest phenomenons in the entertainment industry. But I don't think she realized that there was a huge price to pay for what she was getting herself into. Because nobody told her, Wendy, slow down. Nobody said, Wendy, I'm your cousin. Maybe they did. I'm sure there was people. Her family really looks like a very responsible family. They do. So I'm sure somebody might have said, "Aunt, sis, be careful. You're moving quick. Slow down." You know what I mean? Slow down. Watch out. Be careful with the people around you. Be careful who you bring into your circle. And all money is not good money. Auntie Wendy, Sister Wendy, Cousin Wendy, we have to continue to remind celebrities that there's a price to pay when you decide to sell your soul. Tammy, long time no see. When you decide to sell your soul for whatever you believe in trade for success. That's the reason why I've never been desperate for anything that I knew that I'd had to trade my personal, physical, and spiritual for. This entertainment industry will chew you up and spit you out. Definitely, Gemini. Gemini said the energy vampires. Trina says she used her gift the wrong way. Trina, I agree with you. You see, this shit is all an illusion. It's all an illusion until it's not. When I see her on that reality show, I see the fear in her eyes. I see the distrust. She doesn't know who to trust. Which brings me to what I'm about to say now. What really shocked me is the fight, and I'll call this the fight for her money. I'm not going to bullshit y'all. I'm not going to sit here on YouTube and play games. This seems to be a fight for her money. And the reason why I say that, because it's, to me, it's very suspicious that everyone is concerned with her money. Same story, you guys. Doesn't matter if you're Japanese, Chinese, from Africa, from Spain. This happens in every sector of race and culture. So her ex-husband, he's filed a $250 million lawsuit on her behalf. He wants to end the guardianship, according to many news sources, right? Just out of the blue, her ex-husband pops up and, "I got you, babe. I'm stuff. What you need me to do?" Or was it just him going, "No, no, I'm just gonna pop up and just insert myself"? Well, it seems to me Wendy's not too happy about this. I really feel sorry for this lady. I mean, I really do. I'm just being honest. The lawyer said, "I think Wendy Williams has seen a lot of stuff and I've been through a lot, and she was not happy." I agree. I don't think she was happy even from the beginning. It might have been a very short period of time that she was happy. See, my thing is to get on here and make sense of certain things and figure out maybe another celebrity will hear this. I mean, I have tons of celebrity friends. I'm in that whole little circle. I like to speak about the things that I feel like celebrities should pay attention to when it comes to that circular energy around them. Damaged Kisses said, generally speaking, whether you are a celebrity or not, many people have genuine friends and family who care and step in when they see their friends or loved ones struggling or going down the wrong path. Damaged Kisses. How can I say this? I do agree with that, but 85% of it I don't. And I'm going to tell you why, because I've experienced it and I deal with it and I deal with it with celebrities on a daily basis. You'd be surprised how many you might think care about their loved one, but they really don't. They try and figure out what they're going to get when at the end of the day, when this shit ends, and most celebrities are taking care of their whole family. I know for a fact because I deal with tons of them where I have to hear them on the phone telling me all the stories of how tired they are. How tired they are taking care of people that don't consider them or even call and check on them. Now, Wendy's taking care of a lot of people, but I see a form of handlers with Wendy. Handlers don't have to be people that are sent to hurt someone. Handlers can be right in your family. Damaged Kisses said, it's like you said the other day, you can be in a picture with 30 people, but how many of those people have your back? Yes, absolutely. The lawyers say the judge and the guardian is in on it together. I can believe that. Listen, let me tell you something. Discernment is one of the most powerful gifts that is given to us from God, from up above. Some use it, some won't, some will never, and some don't. And that's a fact. Discernment is either you use it or you don't, because we have that infinite wisdom. Most just don't see it and don't hear it and don't know how to tap into it and use it. But it's there. You see, Wendy is a victim of her own circumstance, unfortunately. I pray for this lady because, once again, that's another Black woman that has really opened the door for other Black women. But because of just the atmosphere of what she created, is now what she has to live with. Think about what I just said. The atmosphere of what she created is now what she has to live with. She literally created her future destiny, which is what she's living in now. A whole bunch of chaos. She can't even have peace. And she's just chilling. She's at home relaxing. She's trying to enjoy her money, trying to just enjoy feeling sane, but yet not being able to trust no one. That's some Michael Jackson shit. That's right. What's up to all my stoners? Yeah. Yeah. When I travel, that's what we call them, the stoners. When I'm in the UK, all my stoners, music stoners. But listen, I'm worried. And I'm going to tell you why I'm worried. Because when you see a celebrity like this, before you know it, you look up and there's some weird overdose that has happened and they find them somewhere in their bedroom or in a chair. And that's it. And now there's a fight and a race for who's going to get the money or control the estate. That's what my worry is for Wendy Williams. Let's read more. You know, this lady, I just feel so bad for her. Here's the breakdown, you guys. The lawsuit. The lawsuit, Kevin Hunter filed a federal lawsuit in New York. Kevin Hunter is her ex-boyfriend seeking to end Wendy Williams' court-ordered guardianship. The allegations. The lawsuit claims that Williams was subject to abuse, over-medication, financial exploitation, and silencing during her guardianship. Williams responded to this. She publicly stated that she was unaware the lawsuit that Hunter has filed and that it is a money grab. Now, she stated, this is her words, that her ex-husband showing up is a money grab. Now, of course, he probably said, that's my ex-wife. I need to protect her. I need to look out for her. She feels as if this is a straight money grab. Now, she would know better than anybody than us, right? If she's feeling this is a money grab, obviously this is a money grab. She knows what's up. She's not stupid. Tamay said, Wendy was seeking true love. She felt that money would have given her true love. The drugs gave her a sense of love. Yes. Poor heart, man. And if my heart pours out to anybody that's dealing with this, celebrity or not. There's people that ain't celebrities that's dealing with this as we speak. Damage Kisses says, I do agree that, but I still feel very bad for her. No, this is not about us not feeling bad. We all definitely feel bad for Damage Kisses. I agree. And it doesn't seem like she has people who actually love her. I don't think they love her. Gox, how you doing? Gox said, I hope I said that right. He never cared about Wendy. Absolutely not. I mean, look at this Negro. He's just going to pop his ass up when it's convenient. It's a check now. This Negro going to pop up. He done convinced himself in the mirror before he did it. He in the mirror like this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love Wendy. Yeah, I always loved her. This him. I'm doing the replay of what he did before he went foul. Yeah, man, and I love her. Yeah, man, that's a lot of money. That's what he did. I'm just saying. It seems to me, because if you didn't call Wendy and talk to her about the shit, then what was the final idea of the move? What was the purpose of the move? What was the purpose of the move? At least the phone. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Hey, babe, how you doing? Long time no see. You all right? You good? First of all, you should have been keeping in touch in the first place. You good? You need me to bring some food? Let me come holler. Let me just come sit with you. I mean, if you're gonna come in and scope out the situation like you're doing, at least make it seem real. I wouldn't do it at all. That's shameful, and that's karmatic as well. Well, why not spend time trying to be there for her? I feel sorry for this lady. I watch her, and I just feel so bad to see her in the position she's in. Some say that's her karma. That's what she gets. No, I don't necessarily think that's what she gets. I think she brought into the situation a Hollywood thing. Like, drama is better. Drama creates big money. And listening to the powers that be will give you this much contract if you can make the show number one. So what is the person going to do? They're going to, okay, the only way to keep a show number one is I got to give them all the craziest tea, even if some of it is not true. Doesn't matter if I hurt people. If I'm making a lie up, I'm just going to put it out there. We're going to put the tea out there. And I'll just deal with the shit later. Because these checks are looking good. I'm sure she had an opportunity to say yes or no if she wanted to go that route. Now, she has always been rather controversial, even when she was on radio. But when she took TV on, it became a whole nother level. Timothy Potts said, a figure since I've been sober, I have gained 60 pounds, need to sweat it out. Oh, okay, you guys talking to each other. Dolores said, I don't understand why they didn't make her son her guardian. Listen, my first thought, Dolores, was this. This is my first thoughts. Timothy, we with you on the weight thing. Trust me, I'll be trying to keep myself sharp too, brother. I don't know why they did not just make her son the guardian. Now, initially, his name was on there, from what I found out with my research. And somebody convinced her to take it off. I don't know who. I have no idea why. But they took him off. And then they started making up narratives that the son was trying to use her for money, and the family was trying to use her for money. Somebody within her circle convinced her the son was not to be trusted. Mark said, I think her son is too young. It should be her niece. Well, here's the thing. The son still could have been put on there. So when he turns a certain age, like 18 or 20, 21, he can, assume taking over things for her. I do love the niece. I've watched how her niece cares for her. Her niece and her son, but her niece really cares for her. But even dealing with that, somebody seems to get in Wendy's head because they seem to also kind of sometimes try to play her against her niece. Her niece is sharp lady. This lady is super sharp. She should be the one over the estate running everything and helping. What's up, Cammy? Go. Oh, go. Oh, okay, go. Oh, okay. Thank you. Letha said her son overspent and the bank seen it. Oh, I wonder how much he was overspending. I did hear that. Victor said, such a sad story. So how much did her son, Victory, how much was he overspending? Because I didn't get the memo on that. I do know he was overspending, but they didn't say exactly how much. Leanne said, please don't pay attention to the signs, though. And people don't pay attention to the signs. And people do get attention to the signs, though. Sorry, people don't pay attention to the signs, though. And people do get hurt. And it's too late because you can't reverse this. And it's sad. Leanne, it's an absolute fact. Tamay said they do. Go. Oh, gotcha, go. I thought it's okay. Yeah, it's French. Okay, thank you. Thank you, go. He spent thousands on Uber Eats. Go said, really? Damn. So he was being a teenager. So I agree with, I can't remember who said it a minute ago. Her son shouldn't have been put on it. I think it should be an age limit. Maybe when he matures 21 or 25 or 30, right? Because boys don't mature as fast as women do. So yeah, he gonna get the video games, and I didn't know he was doing all that. I knew they said he was spending, but he was Uber. He probably was getting Uber every day and Uber Eats and shit. Yes, so I do think he's too young, but I do think that he should have been put on there for like 21 or 25. You know what I mean? But the niece is for sure capable of looking out for her aunt. But sometimes, I've watched the reality show and I feel so bad for Wendy because sometimes it seems like I don't know if she's having memory issues. I don't know if she is going in and out of maybe she's Alzheimer's or something like that. But 1 minute she's cool with Denise, and the next minute she's flipping out. Let's read more because this whole situation is crazy to me with the ex-husband. This Negro just can pop back up. Hunter's motive. So they feel like these are his motives. There's a question about Hunter's motive as he was previously accused of financial exploitation during their marriage. So I remember her talking on her show about her ex-husband. Do you guys remember that? How she felt like, you know, she was just a money bag for him. She spoke of it a little bit. I do remember that. And so this is coming to question again. Like, okay, this guy wants the money. He's not, and you know what? It's kind of weird because if you rock with the Bible says when you marry somebody, you're one forever. In God's eyes, you're still the wife and you're still the husband. So with that said, if we want to speak on the biblical term, you should always make sure your ex-husband or ex-wife are at least mentally saying are okay. You got to check up on them. You have to check up on them. Even though I don't deal with my ex-wife, if they told me she was sick, I probably would at least call to say, "You good? You all right? I'm just checking on you." I mean, because in God's eyes, that's always going to be your husband and wife. That's just how it goes, biblical, right? Ghost said, "I think Wendy has psychosis due to the addiction." Yeah, whatever drug she was fucking with definitely fucked with her. 'Cause that's it. I don't know. Maybe she was getting that premium, whatever. Because man, it just super gone. You can see it in the eyes. Plus, I think maybe she has grave disease. Okay. Okay, here we go. Guardianship. Let's go into the guardianship. Williams has been under court-appointed guardianship since 2022, which manages her finances and health decisions. Now, we already know that. This is what the big fight is about. She does not want to have to deal with this bullshit anymore. May said Wendy's relationship with her son was not good. He was fighting with his father, so her son was spending money like running water. Yes, the knee should be. So, May, let me ask you a question. See, I didn't know. Is that his son? So now it all makes sense why Papa Bear running back into the equation because the son is on the phone like, "Yo, Dad, you need to get over here. And Dad, you need Dad." And if you got the dad and son together, if they were to go to court and petition, then more than likely the ex-husband and the son will be able to really get a stronghold of shit because that's the ex-husband, which falls in order legally for him to have the right to certain things, especially with his ex-wife, especially with that being his son. I didn't know that was his son. I thought maybe it was a different guy. Okay. Shit, this is crazy. Let's read more. It's crazy. I feel so bad for this lady. Divorces. William and Hunter divorced in 2020 after a long marriage marked by controversy, including infidelity allegations against Hunter. So he was a whole piece of shit from the start, according to just the stories, and according to her, because she spoke this. She really didn't go too deep because I think she was protecting him on certain issues, but it looks like he just was full of shit probably, and she was just like, "I got to get up out of here." She's looking at her bank account every day and is getting drained, and he just chilling. He's sitting back with the drinks and chilling. She's working every day. This TV shit ain't no joke. For those of you that might not know, I've been around TV and music all my life. The hours it takes to film, being in the hot lights, the hours you have to work, the things you have to remember, being in front of a camera and having to be on cue and being right and watching your words, only to come home and thinking that you got love and a person got your back. It has to be a scary place to be. See Tracy T. What's up, Tracy? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. We appreciate you, Tracy. We appreciate you. This has to be, it has to be a scary thing for not just a celebrity, you guys. There's women right now that are very successful. Think about this. Think about all the women in Atlanta, all the very successful women in Atlanta, all the very successful black women in Atlanta who do not know who or what to trust, who are in the same position, right? You probably have a husband or a boyfriend they're dating and they're wealthy and they're taking care of their family and they have all the greatest gifts that life could give. But they're wondering if they have real love. They're wondering if, does this guy really love me? Does he really love me? Is he in love with me? Only to find out later, maybe that's the question that's still in the air. What are we to do, you guys? My worries are $250 million is a lot of money for him to come in and want to insert. Why would you file a $250 million lawsuit on her behalf? For what? Without speaking with her. You could talk to the son. That's cool. He's a little dude. But why would you file a lawsuit for $250 million when you have not spoken to any family members or called the niece and said, "Hey, niece, let's talk. I want to go file this lawsuit. I want you to help me be a part of this. We need to make sure that Wendy's taken care of." Absolutely, T. Tracy. Thank you for stopping into the channel. You're not a subscribe. Please subscribe and become a member. And please, you guys, make sure all of you guys like this video. Please, everybody that's in this live, please like this video. I am truly worried about Wendy Williams. You don't have to know a person to be worried about them. When a person is definitely part of your culture, she's been a part of the fabric of the Black community. We all should be worried about her. Nobody wants to see anything happen to her, but I can honestly see, now this is my theory, at the pace things are going, I hate to do a prediction, so I'm going to stay away from it. But I don't see anything great ending great with her. I see her by herself, and then we all of a sudden look up and the media saying, "Oh, they found Wendy Williams overdosed in that apartment that she's in now, that big, nice condo." And that's not what I want to see. I don't want to see that. Ghost said he didn't care until the money ran out. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, he needs some more money to fuel his lifestyle, kicking it, with the other women and all the cool shit he doing. When you can't live that lifestyle, and the house is $4,000 and $8,000 a month, and the car payment and all that, yeah, people start freaking out a little bit. Victory said the truth. Dolores said the situation Wendy is in is bad anyway. You look at it. She said, sorry, the situation Wendy is in is bad anyway. You look at it, it is bad. She's saying you look at it, it's bad no matter what. Is what Dolores is saying. No matter which way you look at it, it's bad all around. Whether he's there or not, is what Dolores is saying. It's just bad all around for her. Lisa Cappy said, he had a child on her. I think it's the money. I remember that. He wants allegedly the other woman, lived minutes from the house. Wow. So he romanced a woman. This is why some things I leave open so that you guys can get involved in the conversation. Dolores said, also has to do with whatever. It also has to do with whatever they did with her cats. Our cats. I remember having cats. What happened with the whole cat situation? Lisa, so this man had a whole woman living a few streets down, huh? That's some straight up man shit, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you. That's some straight up man shit. So he he moves a lady down the street so he can just walk down the street. Baby, I'll be back. I'm going to bodega. I'll be right back. He's going down the street to the other lady's house. Wow. You guys, I don't know, man. Please pray for Wendy Williams. Send a prayer out for Wendy Williams. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, you guys. I'm very worried about her future, as her future now is her in a condo and looking out of a window and hoping nobody takes her money. Victory said, we are worried about all Black women these days. Being single, you really have to be on top of everything. The vultures are always lurking. Victory, were you on yesterday when I was talking about how many the 97,000 Black women that disappeared in 2022, and they're not talking about the new census on that? Letha said, same street, a few houses down. And this dude was a piece of work, wasn't he? He didn't got moved the girl in 2 houses down. And you know why that was. That was really to be able to have access. Hey, babe, I'm going to go to the bodega. I'm going to the bodega. He went to the bodega 2 houses down. Victory says she's in my prayers, definitely. Oh, Victory, listen, yesterday I talked about, okay, you watched the replay. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. We need to talk more about it. Gold said, I think the conservators, they're waiting for Wendy's demise. You already know. Go. That's exactly what they're waiting on. And trust and believe when it happens, it's going to be a fight, the craziest fight. May said he brought his girlfriend's house down the street with Wendy's. Damn, this boy didn't. Boy, man, listen, I'm going to say this here. I'm glad I'm a man, but it's times that I feel ashamed of being a man because the stories like this to make me go, damn, I wouldn't have done that. Lisa said he allegedly still with the woman broke. She's broke now, and this is the reason. Yeah, she probably like you need to get some money, and you ain't paying no bills, and I'm just tired. I have to go work. Yeah, she probably don't want to work. He spoiled whoever this probably some young chick. Victory said posted it yesterday late on X. A lot of followers love the topic. Oh, wait a minute. You posted my video? Is that what you're saying, Victory? If so, thank you. That's cool. I appreciate you for that. Dolores said he moved in with the lady after his money was gone. She left him. Wait a minute. So he moved in with the lady and the lady left him? Oh, yeah, I knew she was young. Victory, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Those said they always wanted Wendy's money. Yeah, I mean, it's clear. Ain't nobody giving a damn about Wendy. Notice the people that don't visit her. I think they be scared she's going to snap on them. So, they don't visit her. They're scared what she's going to say. What you doing here? Who are you? I think sometimes she be acting like she don't know. But I think Wendy knows. But I think she do that to fuck with people to just see what their real purpose is. I think she's fully aware. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's my opinion. I think Wendy Williams is fully aware of what the fuck is going on, but she just pretends like she doesn't. But she seems to be sharp about knowing about her motherfucking money. Every time I hear her speak, she's on top of that. Brother Ty, thank you. Ty said, thank you for the donation. Ty said, much respect, Stone. You're speaking with truth. When others in the game stay silent, keep standing tall. Your voice is needed now more than ever. Salute, fam. Much love. Thanks, Cuzzo. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. That is beautiful, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. People appreciating when you're bringing content to the table and you're working hard, man. We just want to be appreciated. My time, I'm supposed to be in the studio cutting records, and I'm on here loving you guys. Victory said, I love Wendy Williams. I hope she just all the help. She gets all the help. So Victory saying, I love Wendy. I hope that she gets all the help that she needs in justice. Gold said, I'm praying for Wendy, but when she was on Hot 97, she did not sound good. Nah, she was cold-blooded when she was on Hot 97 now. She has some enemies. But see what I'm saying? But look what her foundation was built on, and this is my whole point. It was built on drama, and look what it's ending with, drama. Shall they say? And history has said, whatever way you start anything is the way it's going to end, so be careful how you start it. Victory said, when I stopped taking all those meds, she got out. When she stopped taking all those meds, she got out real quick because enough was enough. Yeah, those meds had her very tired, and she didn't know what was going on. I don't think. I think they were definitely over medicating her. Lisa Cappy said, I think the same thing, Stone, and I think the situation it backfired. It did backfire on her. Period. It's a fact. Shabana said, Wendy's health is deteriorating. She isn't healing. Yes. She isn't, it's just sad, and you understanding mental health, Shabana, I have not seen them say they need to get her a therapist in there to speak with her. And I'm glad you commented, because now it makes me wonder, how come nobody has thought about hiring a therapist to come in there and speak with her once a week? Just to give her somebody to talk to. That's neutral. That's not family. That's not anybody. Dolores said, after you talked about the black women yesterday, I seen a post on Instagram with a lot of black missing women. Dolores, this shit is serious, what's going on. I wish and I hope that Black women understand and take this serious. There's not enough Black women speaking on this. We should have every Black woman talking about this. Every Black woman should be talking about this. We have too many wealthy Black women now that can make an impact and a difference. Damaged Kisser said they just want to keep her drugged. Victory said, we pray for her healing and health. She needs non-biased people around her. She definitely needs a therapist. Go said, therapist would help Wendy's mental a lot. Yeah, she needs a therapist, honestly, like just once a week. Somebody that can come in and just let her talk, rant, say what she wants to say, and evaluate where she really is. So that if something happens to her, nobody's saying, yeah, she was gonna unlife herself and she told me 10 times about nobody will be making up these weird narratives that we've never heard. Leanne say no one could deal with all those meds in her system because that's always gonna cause issues with our total health. Yes, it is. April. Hi. April said, Auntie Mickey said, sorry I'm late, Stone. I think the state would rather deplete her finances for their own agenda. No thought for Wendy's physical or mental health, Auntie Mickey, and that's a fact. And we're seeing this in real time, you guys. Please understand that. This shit is real time shit. April said, hey, Stone, Wendy didn't care about him cheating. It's how he had a baby on her. That was her deal breaker. He also was spending money on the other woman, buying houses and taking lavish trips. Now, this Negro had it good. Let's call it what it is, y'all. This Negro had it good. Your woman letting you do what you want to do, and all she's saying is don't come home with a baby. I don't think no man gets that. There's no man on this earth who gets those kind of situations where a woman says, go ahead, babe, do what you want. Just don't bring no babies home and don't spend my money on that bitch. Damn. Yeah, he super played himself. Savannah said therapy is great only if she is willing to do it. Sometimes a person just lost willpower to do extra work. Absolutely. That's true. Maybe the drugs cause her to lose the willpower to even want to fight. But I will tell you one thing. That damn Wendy knows about her goddamn money. You can't play her on that. She knows every single dime that's in her account. She knows it. Go said, I think Wendy got with Kevin because he was a street dude and she felt like she needed protection. Yeah, I think so. And you know what? Here's the crazy part. Lady, hello, Lady of Elegance, hi. I wish that they could have stayed together because I think he could have been a great protector for her in the long run. You know, here's my thing. Is there a perfect, I said it yesterday, is there a perfect man, is there a perfect woman? No, we all know that. So we can't sit here and pretend like there is. Even if he had pretended to love the woman, would have been better for him not to. Because surely she earned it from taking care of him. That's all I'm saying. Al Rick said, Stone, mods in chat, keep bringing the great content. South London, South London. You know I love London. I'll be in London, and I'm trying to put it together. I'm trying to put together this U.S. promotional tour, too. But UK's always love. Al Rick, I'll keep you guys posted on the dates in the UK. Damaged Kisser said, finding a good match is also important with a therapist. If you aren't comfortable or don't like your therapist, it's not really going to work. That's a fact. Cabana said, at the end of the money, at the end, no money, no wealth in the world to buy back times nor health. I agree with that. At the end of the day, the money's not going to matter. Well, obviously it matters. He needs it now. Tammy says she's living in a nursing home. What? That's right. You know what? Wait a minute, Tammy. She's living in a nursing home facility in a locked room. She has to get permission to go out. She's no longer in that condo. Auntie Mickey said there is no perfect man or woman, but there is no one partner that is best for the other. Amen, Auntie Mickey. Rainmaker says, Stone Paxson, salute. What you know about that? Hey, you know what? I have it. And you know, I played it, Rainmaker, the other day. I played it, and you weren't on here, so you missed. And you know what? Everybody keeps mentioning that song. Sorry to change the subject, you guys, but I had to holler at Rainmaker real quick. I'm going to do a video to that song because everybody keeps mentioning that song. Dolores said, we all know she was scared of Diddy because she knew a lot about what was going on. Yeah, that whole Diddy situation and her tie into Diddy is rather suspicious. Um, Even with the fall of her career and the weird thing that happened to her on TV, I've asked myself questions many times like, what if there was a connection to that? Even though we can assume, but what if? What if we know he had her shut down for sure from the radio station? Sweet Tracy, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Tracy Teaches. I appreciate you becoming a member. Thank you so much. You guys welcome Sweet Tracy Teach to the channel. You guys, please welcome Sweet Tracy to Stone Packs Music and Life blog. Please do that for me. You know we got to welcome all our people in here. Welcome Sweet Tracy Teach. Please, you guys, please welcome her. Auntie Mickey said that so-called condo was just a high-priced jail. Yeah, she couldn't go anywhere. Savannah said, it's sad to see that at the end, everyone she used to take care of have forsaken her and abandoned her to the hand of strangers. Deuce said, Wendy didn't even know about the lawsuit. That's what, and you know what, Deuce? Cuzzo, I just got through saying that. She's like, where he come from? She's like, I don't even know. I'm not with that. She's like, no, I'm not having that. Tamay said they sold her condo. Well, goddamn, man. I mean, think about it. If you put her in a care center, it's pretty much all over with because you know they're going to hijack the rates of what they charge. This is Wendy Williams. They, you know, the average person probably looking at $3,000-4,000 a month. Wendy Williams bills probably look like $20,000-30,000 a month just because she's Wendy. They're gonna find a reason to upcharge everything. Toothbrush, $1,000. They love doing that. Conservatorships are travesties. Yes. As soon as they get in there and start running that conservative shit on T. Mickey, the money gone. They're gonna try to drain the fuck out that account. And they're gonna fight the family not to let her up out of there. That's what they do in those places. See Tracy Teach. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you for that, for coming in here and showing love. I really, truly appreciate that because trust me, I'll be taking away my time from these records that I have to produce on these artists and myself. So when I bring this love to you guys, this shows me that you appreciate me. April said she worked her ass off to have nothing. They did her cold-blooded. This is the story of the entertainment industry. Victory said they love to make money off of you in New York. Now, think about what I'm saying. I'm going to read this other one real quick. Cuzzo said, Wendy Williams' New York penthouse condo has been sold. It was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath financial district duplex purchased in mid-2021 for $4.5 million. I wonder how much it was sold for. Oh my God. It was sold for $3.75 million, resulting in a loss of $800,000. Well, goddamn. See what I'm saying? To play her out of that, to put her in a control situation, they had to put her where they wanted her to be, where they have her now. Shabana said, congenitive decline, she wouldn't be able to advocate for herself, but she could have had family members, Shabana, come in. Christopher Lamont said, hey, Mr. Paxton, when you get a chance, can you touch on the book of Revelations and how it affects the people of the world today? Brother Christopher, thank you. Do me a favor. Can you email me with that so I don't forget? Or one of my mods screenshot that, or Steph Banner, if you can screenshot what he just said. And I will definitely do that, Brother Christopher. Matter of fact, we're going to pull up the panel, and if you like, I'll bring you on the panel, and we'll talk about that. Letha said she gave away Wendy's cots. That's so heartbreaking. Victory said, and they didn't contact her before the sale. You guys see this shit? Do you see this? Now, understand, this just does not happen only for celebrities. This happens for everyday people who are successful and wealthy. This happens to nurses who make good money. This happens to attorneys who make very good money. This is not just about a celebrity. This is about everyday people who just generate a lot of money and who have vested interests from people who say they love them and they really don't. So it's not just about happening to the celebrities, it's happening to anybody that has a position of wealth or people anticipate that they are going to have it or they're in the midst of having it. This is the story. It could be on a low end level or on a high end level. And I'll explain to you what I mean. I do say, yeah, we can help with all the scriptures. That's my specialty. Yeah, Ty, we're gonna do a panel about that, okay? Um, Understand. I'm gonna show you something. You can have a girl that has three good jobs, and you'll have a dude, and she loves the guy, and she's trying to take care of him, and he's not showing the proper love by all she's trying to do is be loved. I'm gonna tell you, I love my man. I'm gonna take care of my man. A man saying, I love my woman. I'm gonna take care of my woman, and it's not reciprocated. Okay, so this happens on lower levels too. You don't have to be rich for it to happen. There's women going through this every day. There's men going through this every day right now. Victory Nick Moore said, "Okay, thank you, brother Christopher. She said, I'm every day spoke to many. Every day she speaks to many nurses that are going through it and have gone through it since 2010. I'm also in the medical field. And oh yeah, well when you're a nurse, the men's gonna latch on now, especially them little young ones ain't got no job." Tonette Moray, hello, thank you for stopping in. Did I say it right, Tonette? She said, Miss Williams' cats meant everything to her besides her son. You see, yeah, and that's what you call emotional support. So by taking her cats away, they're also doing another mental situation on her emotionally. Go said you can't lead with money in relationships. No, you can't, because you're going to lose every time. It's okay when couples take care of each other, but when it's one-sided, then that's where the problem is going to be a big problem in the end. Damaged Kisses said the price most celebrities pay for fame and money isn't worth it, in my opinion. I have to agree with you with that, Damaged Kisses. Auntie Mickey said they take everything in person. Take everything a person owns and uses the monies received from everything to take care of them. Oh yeah, and then they act like they doing a favor for them, Auntie Mickey. Like, I'm here taking care of you. I'm here taking care of you. Listen, there's a couple celebrity situations I'm privy to right now. Can't speak on, but I'm watching right now. Their significant others play them, and they don't love them. They're just trying to wait for them to be gone so they can go after their money. I'm seeing it in real time with some celebrities I know right now. I can't mention their name, but if anything ever happens, you would definitely hear me speak on it. Shabana said Wendy Williams was also always mocking and belittling, insulting many people. So I don't know if you missed it earlier, Shabana. I said, is this her karma? I think I started off with that. Is this her karma? There's good karma and bad karma. Is this her karma? The way we start off anything in life is the way it's going to end. So be careful with how you start, whence you start your situations from, bad or good. Of course, you want the good. But if you started from a bad situation, guarantee you it's going to mimic itself in the near future. Lisa Cafe, thank you. I'm listening while I work. Great topic. Thank you. April said Wendy should have been in control of her money. No one else trusting the wrong people led to her current situation. Cuzzo said, Taidu said she was doing her job. It was a dirty one. Yes, it was. See, it's easy. Let me just be an advocate for celebrities, okay? It's not easy, you guys, when you're in this business because it's moving so quick. When you're in the film and music industry and entertainment industry, it's moving so fast that whoever you see around you, you automatically want to trust them because you figure this person has been with me before huge things happen. I trust them. Or I married this woman, I trust her. Or I married this dude, I trust him. Because all you have is your ability to trust. Because you work so hard, you don't have time not to trust anyone. This is how it happens. I'm sharing it with you guys. You want to know? I'm sharing it. Celebrities don't have time to quite think in the beginning about trusting people. They figure the people they put in their circle are trustworthy. And so they go with it. They go with it. And before you know it, things happen. Doesn't always happen. Majority, it happens. This is how this happens to celebrities. They're so busy, they gotta trust somebody. So they figure the people around them are the most trustworthy people, and they figure you, who's not around them, they can't trust. This is how that happens. And some of them, and most of them, don't really trust their family members. There's certain dynamics that has happened within their families that cause them not to trust their families financially being around them. I mean, you heard Michael Jackson speak. He used to say things about not trusting, you know, his father. Unfortunately, I had the opportunity to get to know Mr. Joe. I called him Uncle Joe. I used to hang with him all the time, all the time. When I had a restaurant in Vegas, um, Dolomite and Uncle Joe Jackson, that's what I used to call him. He used to come to my restaurant and hang out at my restaurant. But I got to know Joe. And you know what? All the things that I heard about Joe, none of that shit was real. I got to know him a one-on-one situation, and none of that shit was real. He was a solid OG in every aspect. Now he used to call me sometimes. Oh, call me right back. Pick up that phone. And I used to laugh. I used to make jokes about it. Is this what Michael used to go through? But he was a solid gentleman. So those stories about Joe were a bunch of bullshit. He took care of his boys. He made sure they had their money. They went down in history because of him, right? Tammy said, if you come to New York, you could see her. She sits in the window. Are you serious? She sits in the window every day, all day. She lives in the Hudson Yard. She just sits there in the window, Tammy. Well, when I come to New York, I'm definitely got to go by there with a sign, say, we love you. Damage Kisses said, my plushies are in the circle and very few friends and family. Yeah, I got a very small circle. I keep women around me. You know why? Because women see shit. Women see shit before it comes. So I like keeping women around me personally. Chef Vanna said her congenital decline due to, okay, I read that one. Hold on, did I read that one? Okay. She said her congenital decline due to dementia and aphasia conditions. She wouldn't be able to handle her financial. I don't know, Chef Vanna, because every time she talked about her money, she knew how much exactly she had in the bank. Like she was on point. Victory. Joe was like my uncle. I used to hang with Joe all the time. Yeah. Matter of fact, the last award I got, Joe actually came with me. He was sitting with me. I think I got it all on video. If I can find that footage. He was sitting. I got pictures of it though. It's on my, I think my Instagram. Yeah, he came. I got my award. He was there to support me when I got my award here in Vegas. Yeah. So he was an awesome person. Rest in peace, Michael. 16 years ago. Yeah, it's great. Is it 16 years to this day today? Don't listen, Tessie. If I'm speaking on the day that he passed and I'm talking about Joe, that's got to be super freaky. If I'm speaking on the actual day that he passed, that's super crazy because it's like I be tapping into stuff and don't even realize. Leanne said, if you're trusting a person and have dealt with people that you can trust in your life, you expect that trust that you gave because no one likes being made a fool. There it is. We trust the people that we know. We trust the people that are familiar with us, right? We trust the people we're familiar with. Tessie, was that today that Michael passed? Because for me to mention Joe, and I didn't even know that. Like, I remember when Joe first called me and told me something had happened with Michael when it happened. And I remember that phone call. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm definitely tired. Listen, my meditation is working, y'all, because I do this all the time. I'll say things that are connected to it, and nobody mentioned for me to mention Joe. I just happen to compare different situations with celebrities and what they go through. Okay, so I don't want to make you guys sad. We're gonna move on to the next story because this is making me sad, man. I want to take a trip and all of us go get Wendy out. Let's go get her out, y'all. Let's go get her out, you guys. Rest in peace, Uncle Joe. Let's bring a little bit of good brightness now, you guys. Let's bring some brightness. This next story is an incredible story, and I dedicate this to all the sisters out there and all the women. It's incredible. Black woman motorcycle drag racer continues to make history. How many of you know a black drag racer, woman, motorcycle drag racer? I thought that this was such an incredible story that I said, I got to share this, man. This is just beautiful, man. This is just amazing. What are the odds of us seeing a black race drag racer, which is a very dangerous sport, by the way? Cora Banks, thank you for the $20 super sticker. Thank you, Cora. Hopefully you're a member, Cora. Looks like you might be. I think you are. Subscribe and are a member. If you are, thank you. And thank you for that donation. Listen, we got to hold women up in pride, and we definitely have to hold black women up in pride. This is why I say, check this out. Her name is Fox Teka. Come on now. She came up with a code name. Her name is Fox Teka. Super extraordinary motorcycle drag racer. I didn't even know there was a black female drag racer. This is new for me. But she's making history, you guys, with a professional drag racing Destiny Spurlock, who becomes, I guess her name is Destiny Spurlock, right? She calls her name Fox Teka. She became the only second black woman in history. Oh, shit. To compete in the NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle class. She took the track in Virginia at the NHRA Nationals on June 20th in Virginia Motorsport Park. Now, listen, if she ever comes to Vegas, oh, I'm front seat, y'all. Oh, yeah, with the flag and everything with her name on it. Y'all know I got to be there because this is the kind of stuff you want to support. Do you understand what this woman has went through? If she was to speak and when she tells her story, can you imagine what this black woman has went through to become a drag racer? She is the second black woman to do this. That's in the world. How many people are on this earth? That's in the world, which already, I'm sure once she tells her life story, the story is going to be super crazy and incredible. Ghost said she's a real one because I'm scared to get on a motorcycle. Me being a motorcycle enthusiast, I had an accident on a motorcycle, broke my femur. They told me I would never walk again. I'm walking, you guys. So I know about the motorbikes. Victory said, peace and love to all the amazing black women out there. Yes, we got to give her flowers, you guys. This is big. This is big. Let's read more. Spurlock joins the trailblazing Peggy Luluin in one of the motorsport's most exclusive and underrepresented club. Women of color competing at the sport's highest level. Yo, this ain't no mini bike racing event. Just understand this. This ain't a go-kart racing event, even though now they have the go-kart stuff is like on a real national level too, they do. But this lady is at the highest of level in this sport. I got to figure out how I'm going to get a hold of her and try to interview her. Leanne said, that's awesome, and we should be highlighting these things. Yes. It says, since 2021, she said, I've been working behind the scenes with Dynasty Spurlock to help her reach the next level in her career. This is the person that's behind her. Said Chris Harris, the co-founder of Fox Teka, a media and mobility company focused on cultural equity. In my eyes, she checks every box, he said. Unfortunately, many of the companies we approached weren't willing to provide the financial backing needed to take that next step. So my partner and I, Kelly Crawford, made the decision to invest in her ourselves. Y'all see this here? Still to this day, 2025, we're in the Buck Rogers age. Y'all remember that back in the day? Remember Buck Rogers from the 70s? Buck Rogers in the 20th century? They said that we'd have ships flying and cars flying in the air. We're in 20th century, the 20th century right now, and still a black person can't seem to get a break. This gentleman and his wife went to sponsors on her behalf. They said no. Nobody wanted to put money up. Nobody wanted to sponsor. Are we good? Are we good? Yeah, we know she got. No, we cool. So they put up their own money to get behind this sister because they believed in her. And still, the battle we fight as black folks. Look at that. He said, we're not shying away from the DEI conversation. We're embracing it fully as we continue to break barriers. Foxteca may be a small company with limited resources, but we will believe in destiny and understand the impact of her visibility at this level. Our hope is that this moment inspires larger companies to recognize her talent and come alongside her for a full-time campaign in 2026. Spurlock debuted as part of Arana Racing, and respected the father-son team led by, okay, people purposely trying to call me now, led by the father-son team led by Hector Arana Sr. and Hector Arana Jr., both champions and innovators in motorcycle drag racing. The partnership marks a powerful cultural milestone, bringing together Black and Hispanic excellence on one of the drag racing's biggest stages. This moment has been this year's in the making. He says, Spurlock said, I've faced every kind of roadblock imaginable, but I've never stopped chasing the dream. I'm proud to represent my community, and I'm beyond thankful to Foxteca for believing in me when so many didn't. This isn't just about me racing. It's about showing the next generation what's possible. Man, I love this woman. And she's speaking like a pro of essence, right? She's speaking like a pro of essence. Her conversation is a winning conversation. Damage Kisses said they would not trust our asses to fly in the air anyway. Imagine all we see. So many accidents. Gold said some people never want to see us win. Gold, and that's a fact. I mean, it's just crazy how, this woman is on this track tearing it up and nobody wants to get behind her and sponsor her. The bigger sponsors are shying away from it. Okay, the Virginia NHRA Nationals take place June 20th through the 22nd in North Denwiddle, Virginia. Anybody in Virginia, if you can get out to this race, get out there and support her at the Virginia Motorsports Park. Spurlock's debut is expected to draw fans, supporters, and media eager to witness a pivotal moment for motorsports culture and representation. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen, okay? Because we're going to revisit this story. We're going to revisit this story, okay? Let me go back because I want you to remember this. Dynasty Spurlock is her name. Now, I want y'all to remember this. This is coming up. This race is coming up in June. We're here. I think it's already here. Oh, in Virginia. Hold on. It's in July. Let me go back. It's June 20th, 22nd. What's the date today? Has it already happened? Oh, it's already happened. So I'm going to pull the latest news on her and see what has happened. I can promise you, she's got another one coming up soon, too. I can promise you, she went there and she kicked butt. I will promise you, she went there and she kicked butt. Period. I'm already knowing. Everything we do it at the fullest level. Our flowers to Dynasty Spurlock. We give her flowers today, you guys. Date today is June 25th. Diamond Spurlock, we, on June 20, 2025, give you your flowers because you have deserved it. Continue to shine and continue to hold the flag for all African-American women and women in general in the world. The next generation will see this. This is a milestone. Only 2 Black women have done this. This is huge. This is huge. Amazing. I love stories like this. Moving on, you guys. Listen. This next story is going to be, it's going to make you laugh, but it's going to piss you off a little bit too. It's just kind of funny. Yeah, Ty, amazing, right? We got to support her. We definitely have to keep her with high regards. This next story is going to make you laugh. I just felt like I needed to talk about this. We're past Juneteenth. but this story is such a funny story. I said, man, we got to talk about this story. It's funny as hell. Okay. Listen, uh, Kroger's Juneteenth cakes sparks backlash as a mockery to the black community. Now, at first I was like, man, why are they tripping off of, Juneteenth cakes, right? Tessie, she's completely trendsetting. Like she's knocking them out the park. I mean, that one is a whole nother level. But we're gonna get into this Juneteenth. This is so funny. Some of this stuff is so funny, it's just hard to believe. Hold on, hold on. All right, you guys. So this story just has me cracking up when I read it, right? Because some TikToker posted this on their TikTok, right? This is a Kroger's in Atlanta. So if you live in Atlanta, maybe you've already heard this story. There's a Kroger's in Atlanta, Georgia, that went viral for Juneteenth cake offerings, right? Somebody posted on their TikTok. It was a haphazardly decorated dessert sitting in the bakery section of the supermarket. I think this kind of funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not, right? But I try to make comedy of it because it's kind of hilarious that uh, the TikToker said, this some bullshit at the start of the video. And the only reason is because the video has like over 10 million views, right? But you know, during Juneteenth, you know, the person that videoed said y'all decorated everything else in the store was cute, except for when you got to the cakes, the Juneteenth cakes. Now, here's the crazy part about it. The funniest part about it, I don't know if they did it for comedy, but they had several desserts that were shown. Some were printed with designs, others featuring phrases like free. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, to me, that's kind of funny. It ain't funny, but it's funny, right? So they done made up cupcakes, right? And they got on the cupcakes in the store. Who's the manager of this Kroger's? That's what I want to know. Who thought this was a good idea to put free on cupcakes for hey y'all, I'm sorry. I had to make fun of this. This shit is hilarious, right? So they walking around the store, right? And the cupcakes are saying June 19th, free, congratulations, and then free at last. Who's the manager of this Kroger's, man, in Atlanta? I want to know who the manager is. Tell them to call me up because this shit is funny. Whoever thought that doing this was a good idea, it was halfway comedy, but it wasn't a good idea. But I probably would have laughed at it had I been in the store. I would have been on the floor rolling. That shit would have been funny because you can't be mad at it because it's so, I don't know. Maybe they thought it was an innocent move, but it's kind of funny to me too. Like I'm not taking it personal. The person that on TikTok was very upset about it. I don't think it was cool. Don't get me wrong, right? But they put on there they did the Martin Luther King's statement, free at last, written on the center of the icing, which is the prominent statement that's made in Martin Luther King's speech, right? That was borrowed, they borrowed from his speech. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just too much, man. Listen, to the manager at Kroger's, I have no idea who convinced you to do this. I don't know if you're a black manager, but if you were, I'm sure you did it as comedy because there's no way you would have just done it. If you're not a black manager, please reach out to me because this shit is hilarious. I'd love to just ask you what made you put June 19th free and then free at last and all this extra shit on the free. Congratulations. Like, who does that? This shit is hilarious. Damage Kisses said, it kind of sounds like an insult. A TikToker quit it where she was acting like a total TikToker. Yeah, listen, Damage Kisses. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I wouldn't have bought one, but I ain't gonna laugh at you. I'm not gonna play with you. Go. I would have laughed my ass off in the store while videoing it because that's kind of funny, but it's not. But you got to be honest. It's shit's funny. If you walked in the store and saw that shit on the cake, first thing you're gonna do is be like, hell no, but then you're gonna laugh because it's kind of funny. I just want to know who the manager was that did it. Like what made you think? Yeah, what made you think? Tell me exactly. What made you think that this shit was cool and that black people go, yeah, we got some free at last cupcakes. No, that's not how we think. We're not gonna be like, yeah, get me 12. Grandma ain't gonna be like, can you go to Kroger's and get me 10 cases of those free at last cupcakes? Grandpa ain't gonna be like, hey, y'all go up there and pick up me them free at last cupcakes. Thank God I'm free at last cupcake. Pick me up some of those. I'm sorry. Yo, Sweet Tracy Teachers, you gotta admit, that shit is funny. Damage kisses. That's absolute super fail. But that's kind of funny. I'm just saying, it's a little bit funny to me. You gotta laugh at some of this shit, because if not, you're gonna cry. Lisa Lisa Cappy said, I do cakes, and what people want on cakes is funny. Lisa, that's right. Lisa, thank you. Lisa does make cakes. Lisa, so you're in Atlanta. Or are you in Houston? Are you in Atlanta? I can't remember. You're in Texas, right? I know somebody in Atlanta had heard this story. I want to know how many people in Atlanta actually bought these damn cupcakes. That's what I want to know. Damage Kisses says, I'm sure the manager's heart was in the right place. I hope. Listen, I think the manager probably thought, because think about this. Like Tennessee, okay, you're in Tennessee. Hey, Lisa, you would have thrown that shit out, huh? I think maybe the manager initially probably was like, maybe they had a little meeting and they asked each other, like, what do you think? I think it's great. Yeah, let's put free at last on the cupcakes and put Juneteenth and man, they'll love it. They'll thank us. Black people are gonna love this. They don't love it, man. Oh my God, this shit is hilarious. You walk into a store in Kroger's, pull up to the section where the cakes are. You wait, you like, man, I want a cupcake. You imagine one of the homeboys pulling out. Hey man, I smoked me one, man. I need it. I want a cake, man. Hey, they got some cupcakes over there. All right, I'm gonna go over and get some cupcakes, man. You want one? Yeah, give me a cup. Give me a couple too. Yeah, I'm hungry too, man. I'm smoking, man. Yeah. They pull up. They see the cupcakes. They like, hey man, hey. I'm sorry, y'all. That shit's just funny, man. That shit is hilarious to me. Uh, Damage Kisses idea was not thought out well. Damage Kisses said, look, if I bought a free at last cupcake and I'm walking down the street and I'm not black, someone's going to have an issue if they see me. Damage Kisses, you funny shit. That shit is funny. I'm sorry, you guys. Excuse me. That stuff is hilarious. The idea, the idea, the idea was not thought out at all that well. I will be laughing at this the rest of the year, you guys. Facts. I mean, it's just way too funny. Hey, make sure you guys hit like on the video and share it, please. Hit like and share it. Damage Kisses said, I don't need to get a fight over a damn cupcake. I don't need to get in a fight over a damn cupcake. Hard pass. Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have bought all of them and when it passed them out to everybody, white folks and black folks, honestly. I would have turned it into a video comedy parody, to be honest. I wouldn't, I mean, I would have been laughing at it. It would have just been hilarious. I wish they had done it in Vegas so I could have just made the most of it and, talked about it and called Channel 13 News and said, can you believe this shit? Welcome back, CC. Yeah. Did you hear what I said, Cece, about the cupcakes? Free at last cupcakes. June 19th cupcakes. But somebody thought black people was going to be over the moon with them cupcakes. Somebody thought black folks was going to be over the moon with them damn cupcakes. And they calculated wrong. But I will and shall say it was a very, very, very good Uh, great comedic timing, man. That's all I can say. That shit was hilarious, man. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, you guys, listen. I'm not gonna keep you on there long today. Stone Packs of Music and Life. I love you guys, man. Thank you for all the donations. Let me holler at my donators today. Because man, I really appreciate you guys. With all due respect, Cuzzo Ty donated. We had a new membership. See Tracy each became a member of the channel. I love that and thank you. See Tracy donated $19.99 to the channel. Four Banks donated $20. Man, listen, these are the folks that keep my channel going. Now, all of y'all keep it going by coming in and showing love, but the ones that give me love and show the donations are the ones that truly help support the station and keep me saying, Stone, you got the time to give us this. Give us this, bring us that energy, Stone. These are the ones that I appreciate for at least showing that much love. I don't care if you're getting $2, $10, $1,000,000. I just appreciate the donations because what it does is it says, thank you, Stone. Thank you for your time. And if you know how busy I was, there'll probably be more people donating because you'd be like, damn, I don't know how this dude has the time to do any of this shit. For my members, you get this free. You just pay for the shipping. See, Tracy, if you would like this album or this album, you have two choices. Shipped to you. You only pay for shipping and handling, packaging. You get it for free. For those of you that are not a member and you want that album or anything else I have, collector vinyl stuff that people go crazy about overseas in Japan, Amsterdam, Australia, Spain, you can also get that to inbox me. My moderators will put my email at the bottom and just say subject line CD. Once again, if you're a member, you get it for free. You just pay for shipping and handling. If you are not a member, you have to pay for the shipping and you pay for the CD. But I can still make it happen. I give incentives to my members because trust me, I got some cool stuff coming up for my members. Even my high perk members, when we hit the road with the band and start doing concerts, those members' tickets become free when I come to your city. But those are for the high perk members. That's the higher membership. The tickets for the live shows are free as well as free t-shirt and stuff like that. We'll get into that as we go when we start preparing this promotional tour. Listen, 12:30 tomorrow. Tomorrow is our relationship show. You know we do this every week. The relationship show, okay? The mechanism. Every week, the mechanism. Men and women, we're going to talk about what we got to do to get it right, how we can find the right man, find the right woman, what we need to do, and the truth about what's happening in the lives of married people and the lives of people that are not married. I've been married and I've been unmarried, right? So I can talk about both. The mechanism tomorrow, the relationship show. I love you guys, man. I can't say it enough. You guys have been holding me down, showing so much love, man. This is super incredible. Let's bring that music up and let's do our thing. Let's bring some happy people up in here. Y'all want to hear happy people? Let's go. Happy people. I want y'all to get up and do it. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, happy people, happy people, happy people, happy people. I can't believe this world around me. It's not the same. People are angry. I meditate to take my mind away. Pray for the world in hopes for a better day. Ooh, we are made by design. The world is now darker than light. That's fact. We have one chance to make it alright. What is left is our future in mind.
Get up out y'all's seat. I don't care if you're in your car. Come on. You're standing outside. Let's do that. Happy people. All my happy people. Where my happy people at? Happy people. This is for all my happy people. For all my happy people. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 12:30, same time. Be here, be square. Yay, yay. Yay, yay.
Happy people today, ain't nothing like a frown taken off of your face. 'Cause I just wanna be.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.